Hey guys, it's for today we're going to be doing a cottage speed build, and so I'm just going to be doing a voiceover, going to talk about what I'm doing in the build. So right now I am just like getting the base of the build, so with the bedroom, the bathroom and the main bit. So this build will end up to be a cool small cottage in the middle of nowhere for like a lonely farmer, maybe. So right now I am trying to get the porch of the building, but I screwed up a bit because I got rid of the wall somehow, and I couldn't find the right place on the lot to place the build, because I wanted to have like a farm on the side with like the cow and the llama. Not llama. Yeah, llama. Yeah, it is. I can't remember if it was like a lamb or something, but it's a llama. And then I'm doing the roof so it will be like a cottage. So here I'm just adding I don't know what they called, like the dorms. I have no clue what they're called, but I had such a hard time with the straw wood pieces that go on the top bit. It was so hard to get the placing of them. I just didn't know how to do it. I did do it in the end, but it was quite confusing. I made the roof so it would work as a cottage, because otherwise, like, you know, if it's like weirdly shaped, it's really hard to do as a cottage. But I think the shape actually ended up coming out really well. And the side bit with all the animals, it was really cute, and I think I got the spacing really good. And I couldn't figure out why that end bit was like glitching so much, so I tried to move it and then it was just being a bit annoying on the side, and I was like, maybe if I put that on it, it'll work. And then it just looked weird. And then using my brain, I remembered to use the button to put in the sides, but like not shrink the roof, but like just put in the sides. Like that small arrow there. I remembered to do that, and it actually worked. And I didn't realise here, but it looks so weird on the side. There's like a gap from where the pieces and where the roof is. Honestly, it drove me mad when I actually saw it. And I was trying to place it on that small roof, but it wasn't really working. Then I was like, well, how am I supposed to make it merge into the other roof? So I was like, maybe I'll just leave that bit without any. So that's why I scrapped that. And then I wanted to add like a little bunny or something, but I couldn't figure out how to work it. The roof pieces are so confusing. So I was working on the roof for a little bit. I wasn't on the roof for ages, but I think I could have saved a lot of time by just scrapping those pieces that go on the top. Anyway, so after I struggled with that bit of the roof, I just was like, well, I am just going to start with the rest of the roof and then maybe come back to it. And I think that's when I scrapped it. I was like, oh, well, I'll just leave it now. So I was like, what? There's an odd space. Oh my gosh. And then I realised it was off the edge of the roof, I think. But that bunny looked cute. I don't know why I got rid of it. I think I should have left the bunny there. I think it just would have ended up coming out a little bit nicer. But it doesn't really matter. It's just a little bunny. And the bunnies in this pack, they are so cute. I can't describe. They are so cute. But I can't friend them with my Sims. My Sims really don't like them. I don't know why they're so hard. And also the foxes also really don't like me. The other day, I was just playing around, and then like my camera just zoomed really fast over to a dead fox. It was so random. But I was faffing with this roof for a bit longer, and I think here I was finished. I can't really remember, to be honest. Oh yeah, and then I had to kind of sort that roof out as well. So I added I couldn't figure out the colour scheme that I was going to go with, so I was like, well, I think I might just go with the basic brown. So I actually changed that door to that one. I think it just made it look a little bit nicer. I don't know why, but the windows in this pack, they're really weird. I didn't really know what windows to use, so I used really random ones. But I really like the look of the outside of this. I left the flat bit there on the porch because I really didn't know what to do for it. I didn't know how I was supposed to put the roof on it, and I was like, well, why don't I just do what I do with my suburban houses? So all I did was use I don't know what it's called, like the flat roof. Where is it? The half gabled roof. I think it did look alright, but I think somebody else would have done something else. But I don't know, I just did what I thought would look alright. But adding the outside to it actually didn't come out looking that bad. But maybe I shouldn't have a porch, I don't know. But I'm used to putting porches on like every single one of my Sims build. And also, I feel like the lighter wood there, it looked so much better than the darker wood. So I went with that lighter wood theme throughout the whole house. And I feel like the whole house kind of went out with a light colour scheme, not really dark brown. It was more of a light brown, no, yeah, light beigey brown woody thing. I think I struggle with these windows so much. But I went with like a blue colour scheme throughout the whole house, and you'll see that when I do the kitchen, when I use blue counters and then like blue rugs. And these windows were driving me nuts. I didn't know what windows to use. So I only left one double window, and then I think I used the small one, like that one, throughout the whole thing. But I didn't know what other ones to use, so because I wanted to use some from the pack, but the ones from the pack are really big, and I didn't want this house to have massive windows. But I do think that hatchy looking window looks really cool. So here I'm just putting the floor in with the wood. And I think I do the bathroom first, which is quite weird. I usually do the kitchen and then the bathroom and then the bedroom. But I did the bathroom first. I think it's just because I wanted to get the bathroom out the way. Because it's such a different theme to the rest of the house. Like the bedroom and the kitchen and like the main bit is all really cottagey. But the bathroom is like really futuristic and modern. I also use these quite old lights, which I never use. I always use the tiny lights, the little saucer lights. But I feel like I just said lights like 10 times in a sentence. Anyway, here I'm using the light wood again from the doors. I really like this pack's build's vibe. I think the vibe is so cute, and like, here I was trying to look for a toilet to match. But the one that matched was so expensive, I was like, well, I'm trying to make this a starter home. And I thought this house was going to be so expensive. But it only came out as 21,000, which is kind of insane. But, so I think if you had 2 Sims, you can move in. I'm pretty sure you could probably turn half of the living space into a bedroom. But I left it as 1 Sim. Because I've got a Sim that I think I wanted to move in here. And that save is so fun. I'm having so much more fun with this pack. And I'm so excited for the horse pack to come out soon. So now I've got like a British countryside vibe. And then I'm also going to have like a Western American style vibe with the packs. I'm just very excited to merge them together and have like a farm with cows, llamas, chickens, horses, lambs and sheep. So here I'm using the blue counters in the kitchen. I love that blue, it's so nice. Placing that counter wonky was very triggering. It's very annoying. Like when you're just trying to place the counters and they won't place properly. Like with BB.move objects on. Anyway, back to my farm dream. I'm so excited for the pack to come out. Comment down below if you're excited as well. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering it. But the sink in this pack, I've never seen something like it. It's like merged into the counter. Like it's so weird, but it's so cool at the same time. And I always use the same bin, so I went with a different vibe of the bin. I went with the one that looks more like a bin, instead of the like really small one that has no liner in it. Anyway, here I am placing the, what would you call them? The trash bin. I don't know. The wheelie bins. That's what we call them. Anyway, me being super precise and placing them literally in the same line. And I really didn't know how to fill the space. So I was going to add an island, but I didn't like the pink on the counter. So I was trying to look for a different swatch to use, but I literally couldn't find one anywhere. So I just ended up ditching that and moved on to the dining space. The dining table, I was going to try match the colours, but I think I ended up just going with a white table and blue chairs instead. I love those chairs. The chairs are so cute. The style of them I really like. And I didn't know where to place the table. And I don't know why I didn't just put it in a corner. I put it there, I think. I actually ended up moving that later and putting something in the middle because it felt really empty in there. So I was thinking about moving the roof, so here's me faffing with the roof again. And I don't know why, but it kept floating. I don't know if it's because I had stuff in the house or something, but everything kept floating. It was so random. So I was trying to make the house a bit smaller, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to faff with this. And that's when I realised the gap on the side of the roof. I think the gap's there because I put the sides in. I've just realised that while doing this voiceover. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Anyway, alright, back to the rugs. So these rugs, the one rug, there's one rug in this pack, and it is so cute and I love it. There's so many swatches for it, and I had no clue what sofa to use. I think I used like one thing from every pack that I have. I used the shower from Snowy Escape, I used the sofa from Cats and Dogs, and then I used loads of stuff from Cottage Living. I actually don't think I used anything from Dream Home Decorator. But anyway, I feel like this sofa, it matched the countryside vibe, or like the cottagey vibe so well. I just had to use it, and I somehow ended up using that from Tiny Living. I didn't mean to, and it really messes up the vibe, and I wish I used something else there, because it looks like I've used loads of packs for this build, but I really haven't. I've only used one item for like each pack apart from Cottage Living. Anyway, here's me trying to look for a rug. I couldn't find one at all, so I just ended up going with a basic grey rug, or that might be white actually. Anyway, I can't remember if I used a coffee table. I don't think I did. I think it just would look weird in the space. So here I was like, what am I going to put in the space? So I went back to the bar and I ended up using the counters. Because I was only going to use like 4 of the pink counters. So I was like, well, I could just use pink as like an accent to the blue. So I ended up using pink throughout the bedroom as well. And outside. So this island bit, I actually ended up really liking it, because you can see the wood pattern, it goes in like a really cool circle, and I feel like none of the other counters do that. And I was I couldn't find like a good bar stool to go with it, so I just used the basic one. I couldn't find anything else. Did I put wallpaper in that room? I can't remember. I think I ended up putting wallpaper right at the end, because I didn't want to do the wallpaper, because I didn't know what would go well with it. And so this kitchen vibe, I loved this kitchen. I thought I wouldn't like the pink on it, but I actually really like the pink vibe to it. Because I don't want the house to just be I don't want it all to be blue. And having like a nice accent colour, it's actually really nice. So after this I'm going to move on to the bedroom. The bedroom is very cottagey. It's got a proper like vanity table, and it's actually really cool, but it only classes as a dresser. But I'm obsessed with this bed, by the way. I love floral patterns, like, to bits. Literally, it's so cool. And it's like really aesthetic, like the flowers. And I just really like this bedroom vibe. I don't know what it is. I think the wallpaper just really ties it in. So you'll see the wallpaper in a minute. And here I'm using the pink accent thingy. I do really like this bedroom. I usually don't use pink stuff, but the pink, like, side table is so cool. I don't know why, but in the recording, it just paused for like a good 10 seconds, so I just had to cut that out, but I am back, and that's the wallpaper that I ended up using, I think. So I've got the blue bottom bit, and then I've got like pink mushrooms. I had no clue what colour to do in the living room, so I used that in there, and I think I changed that to another blue one. Oh yeah, I used the green, because it really tied in the bed with the walls, and I'm really excited to show you the outside of this building. Just the vibe of the outside, I absolutely love it to bits. Literally obsessed. And here's me faffing with the roof again. Honestly, what is with me in the roof? And I don't know why, but I really struggle with this outside bit with the door. I think it's because I didn't use a platform, but it just wasn't cooperating. It's because the stairs were on like a half tile. It was a tile and then the stairs, but the stairs only took up half a tile. So it's really hard to place the fence. So I ended up just putting it in the middle of the stairs. Literally. You'll see there. Actually, I put it there for there. I think I moved that. But anyway. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I put it one in. Because I think it looked a little bit less obvious that it is half a tile. But at the moment that I was in, I didn't know how to fix it. So I just kind of left it then. I'll probably go back and change it, but I have uploaded it on the gallery if you want to download it. And it's just named Small Cottage. So I literally couldn't find the right door swatch. So I left it as white, and because I thought, I've just realised how big that shed is. I don't know why it needs so much room, and it just wasn't cooperating with me. And here I'm trying to put like the fence so it kind of goes into it, and it's part of the fence kind of. So I had to use the Alt key here to put it inside the thing. And from one angle it looks really weird, but from the other angle it looks really cool. It's so confusing. And then I just realised, but I didn't know where to put the garner, so I kind of made a little 4x3 patch there. 4x3? No, 3x2 patch. I really liked it actually. I think it just fit the space really well. But anyway, this is the end of this video, guys, so I hope you enjoyed me building a small cottage. I think it came out really well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!